Thank you. Question for each president. President Trump, yes. you first. Just now, President Putin denied having anything to do with the election interference in 2016. Every U.S. intelligence agency has concluded that Russia did. My first question for you, sir, is who do you believe? My second question is, would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
So let me just say that we have two thoughts. You have groups that are wondering why the FBI never took the server. Why haven't they taken the server? Why was the FBI told to leave the office of the Democratic National Committee? I've been wondering that. I've been asking that for months and months, and I've been tweeting it out and calling it out on social media. Where is the server? I want to know, where is the server, and what is the server saying? With that being said, all I can do is ask the question. My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be, but I really do want to see the server. But I have confidence in both parties. I really believe that this will probably go on for a while, but I don't think it can go on without finding out what happened to the server.
That is a sick, twisted propagandist. That is really what Donald Trump did for Vladimir Putin. He literally denounced our own intelligence agencies, refused to stand up to him at all, and tell him not to do what all of our intelligence agencies said he was doing. When Vladimir Putin bombed Syria, when he took Aleppo, Donald Trump was like, he's so strong. He's so strong. I mean, look, so now we live in this time of soul-crushing evil that is being executed on the part of the Russian Federation against a sovereign country, murdering innocent women, children, and people in the process. I mean, but it's also a time of breathtaking grace and breathtaking courage. The Ukrainian people are having absolutely none of Vladimir Putin. They are not suffering him gladly. They are resisting. They are fighting. They are supposedly outgunned, outflown, outnumbered, out-tanked, out everything. And yet the resistance in Ukraine is legendary and legion. It is an amazing thing to watch. Now, what's sad, though, is that the women and the children are being told to leave by train. They're having to say goodbye to their husbands. They're having to say goodbye to their dads. You have Ukrainian men from the age of 18, and you know that they're doing it at 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 60, are told they can't leave the country. They need to protect Ukraine, and they are happily doing it. They are literally going to the armory, getting weapons that they've never wanted, never needed, never even learned how to use. They're Googling how to use things and making Molotov cocktails in beer factories, literally stopping the making of beer and instead using the bottles to make Molotov cocktails to fend off Vladimir Putin. We saw what happened on Snake Island, which is a little island south of Crimea, where you had 12 military personnel, it was men and women, stationed on that island. Now they're saying, remember that that was the first inclination that we had about how tough Ukrainians were, where the Russian warship said, this is Russian warship, surrender or we'll bomb you. And they said, go F yourself. We were told that they all perished. We were told that they were bombed and that they had died. And now we don't know if they survived or not, but there's some reason to believe that they did survive. But of course, they're going to go down as heroes. Heroes in the civilized world, heroes in the Ukrainian democracy, heroes in Western Europe, heroes among all people who want to live and breathe free against these autocrats, against these people who stole, who lie, who cheat their own people, who cheat their own country. And you know what's crazy and unbelievable is that the people in Russia are literally in the face of being arrested, because you can't protest in Russia. It's illegal. That's the kind of country Vlad runs because he's afraid of his own people. Wherever you have people that are arrested for saying no war, simply that, just no war. when they're arrested for saying no war in St. Petersburg, in a city, in a modern society that they think they have, then you know that the leader is terrified of the people, and that if the people would organize, if the people would come, if the people would protest, that would be a nightmare for the lying, cheating, stealing leader. That's why protest in Russia is illegal. You had 5,000 people in Russia willing to get arrested over the weekend. I don't know where he's going to put 5,000 people, but we know you can't run against him. We know that Navalny tried to run against him, and, he was poisoned and then jailed. And, it's ridiculous. If anybody needs to, remember the words Novichok, or anybody needs to remember the word polonium, I would say that it's these Trump-supporting freaks on the right who need to remember that Vlad kills people that disagree with Vlad. And by disagree, I mean who would expose his thieving, his cheating of his own country, his looting of Russia. And the young people in Russia, they know it. They're on the street. They actually get it. And here's what's happened just today. This is like day 4 or 5 of the war that Vlad has launched against a democracy, against a free and independent democracy named Ukraine, who did nothing to him. I mean, they literally did nothing to him. So what happened today was the ruble is crashing, okay? He couldn't even open his stock market today and won't be able to open his stock market for about a week, we think. A week. His entire country is going to suffer massive inflation, a massive recession. The people in Russia just, if you could believe it, got poorer because of Vlad, because he put them in harm's way. He put them in the line of massive, massive crushing sanctions. And guess what? It's not just the United States. It's not just the EU. But Germany has not just said, okay, we'll pause any forward motion on the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, but Germany has just decided that they are going to send, and this is violative of Germany's, entire being. They decided that they were going to send $100 billion worth of weapons to Ukraine, and they're paying their 2% to be part of NATO. They had previously paid 1.5%, but now they're upping the ante, and they're fully paying what they are supposed to pay to be a NATO member. These are the things that Donald Trump said he wanted to do, but he was so weak and such a coward and so manipulated by a Russian mafia boss that he failed in all those missions. And here you have Germany paying their full 2% and massive sanctions on Russia to the point where they can't open their stock market, where the ruble, you know what a ruble is worth? A penny, less than a penny today. Less than a penny, 94 cents. But just crashing their currency, literally debauching their currency. Switzerland. Oh, when you've lost Switzerland as a neutral partner in Europe, you've lost it all. Switzerland is now recognizing the sanctions, enforcing them against any Russian business, anything at all. I mean, this is so unbelievable. And it's just not working out for Vlad. Can I just say that for anybody and everybody that questioned the toughness or determination or smarts of America under any other president but Donald Trump, you bet wrong. That bet ain't going to pay off for you. Biden isn't even president. What? He's giving his State of the Union tomorrow. And he is going to crush Vladimir Putin without firing a shot? Kind of smart. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.